You're sure that it was Jack's star witness?
Yes, he was bragging about testifying.
I don't get it. Pearson was all about laying low. He had to be dug out of nowhere. Now he's off partying?
And he seemed real happy about the fact that Ryan was getting nailed.
I say we go crash this little party. Do you realize what you've done?
Yes, I do.
Ryan sat up there and told a story.
There was no story.
Like he never stopped loving me, like Madison, like I'm his whole world.
He meant every word he said.
Yep, he said too much. If they let me go, Liza will charge him.
Ryan chose to do this because he believes you're not guilty. You heard him up there.
What I said on that stand, I didn't expect to go there.
But you did. Everyone heard it. Everyone saw it. You never stopped loving her. This doesn't leave a lot of room for us.
I'm so sorry.
None of this matters. How I feel about Ryan, how he feels about me. If one of us ends up in prison.
None of this matters. Really?
I want you to stop pushing this. Whatever Ryan said on the stand, it was all an act. He doesn't love me. He loves Madison.
How can you say that after what he risked for you?
Because he owes me. But he's with her, and I don't blame him. Because whenever we're together, bad things happen. This time around, one of us might just end up in prison.
I have to go.
I swear to you, I did not expect that to happen.
Maybe you got on that stand playing a role. Spinning a story, a love story as part of your strategy. Anything to help Greenlee. But at some point, it became real. Everyone in that courtroom heard a man who was in love with the woman that he was talking about.
I don't know what is going on here. I don't know how this happened. The last thing in the world that I would want to do is to hurt you, and I've done that, and I'm sorry. I kept telling myself that what Greenlee and I had was in the past. But I guess it's not. It's not.
Do you get how awful this is? Watching Ryan say those things, talk about loving me when it's all an act?
Why? It's not an act.
In case you haven't noticed, my relationships don't just end. They crash and burn. Ryan and I have burst into flames more than once. Leo's gone, David's gone, and now I have to relive it all over.
Greenlee, you don't have to
I'm
live in
acquitted.
it.
And Ryan is convicted for David's murder. I'll never be able to live with that.
What a lovely day.
That can't be good.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Miriam Cressman presiding.
Be seated. Ms. Colby, are you ready for your cross-examination?
I am, Your Honor. I have plenty of questions for Mr. Lavery.
Mr. Lavery, please take the stand. And I'll remind you that you're still under oath.
Mr. Lavery, do you know Tony the Traveler? Mr. Lavery.
Yeah, he's a very well-known travel blogger.
But you're not this blogger, correct?
No.
And yet you borrowed his name.
Yes, I did. It was a very long time ago. Greenlee and I were on the road.
Can you please share with us the circumstances surrounding this identity borrowing?
Sure. I was just trying to show Greenlee what I did for a living, like a lifetime ago.
Mm-hmm. And what was that?
I was a con. I was a con man.
So you actually have experience getting people to believe what you want them to believe.
Objection.
Withdrawn. Withdraw. So was this con a solo act?
No, Greenlee was with me.
Oh. Would you share with us just the highlights of that, Mr. Lavery?
Sure. Greenlee and I were traveling, and we ended up at a very nice hotel.
Ryan, $100 won't cover a broom closet in this hotel.
Oh, Greenlee, we're gonna have a 2-bedroom suite deluxe, and we're not gonna pay a penny for it.
We're gonna run a con?
I require a 2-bedroom suite deluxe with a view of the park.
Yes, sir.
Do you know who my boss is?
Mr. Smith?
Tony the Traveler. Did you see us? We were so on fire. You know, we were total rush.
Down, girl, you gotta get yourself all hooked.
So your con worked. Were you aware that the manager was fired because of this con?
Relevance?
Oh, the relevance is going to become clear very soon, Your Honor.
I'll allow it.
Mr. Lavery.
No, I was not aware that the manager lost his job. I'm sorry to hear that.
Would you please do me a favor and read this letter?
You want me to read this letter?
Yes, I do. And if you note that it is on the hotel stationery.
This is to inform you of your immediate termination. The paycheck you received today will be your last. As of now, management is terminating your benefit package. No legal action will be taken against you if you leave without incident.
Wow. It's pretty harsh. Apparently, they thought that the manager was in on the con.
He wasn't.
Yeah. Would you please peel away that tape there and read out loud the name of the manager in question?
Nick Pearson.
Nick Pearson. That was the witness that was up here earlier. The witness that made you look really bad.
I didn't recognize him.
No, but he recognized you. I had the hotel fax me a letter that he sent them after he was terminated. Mr. Levy, will you please read the highlighted portion?
I was victimized by a man calling himself Tony the Traveler. I have learned the man was, in fact, Ryan Lavery. I deserve my job back, and Mr. Lavery, he deserves to burn in hell for costing an honest man his livelihood.
Wow, what a grudge. And the fact, it's quite a coincidence that he happened to come forward.
Can I see the rest of that
No,
letter,
actually,
please?
Mr. Lavery, you can step down. Thank you.
Man, that rock, you completely tore up their defense.
Yeah, well, I couldn't have done it without you.
No, I just told you what I saw.
No, it was your instincts. They were dead on. You know, I think you can actually give your father a run for his money with this whole PI thing.
Hey, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, okay. Why don't you run this back to my office and you're off the clock? Great job.
How did you find this out about Pearson?
Oh, come on, it wasn't hard. He went to Confusion to go celebrate his victory, drank too much and talked too much.
Does it make any sense to you at all that a guy would commit perjury and risk jail time over a lost job?
You have gone out of your way to look guilty over murder for a lost love. Yeah, it makes total sense. People really do crazy things in court.
Jack, what just happened?
I wish the hell I knew, Ryan.
How bad is this?
It's not good. We had all our reasonable doubt eggs in Pearson's basket. Now we just look desperate.
Ted and I thought we had this guy vetted.
I wish the hell you had.
Hey, I'm really sorry.
I'm not sorry at all.
Now we're right back to the beginning, Jack.
As long as it means you're not next on trial for David's murder, I'm thrilled.
Do you even think this Pearson guy was telling the truth?
What, you think he was lying?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Like a middle management guy, right? Commits perjury over a lost job? Really? The whole setup was too elaborate.
What else could it be?
I don't know, but there's something off about this guy. They're definitely, it just doesn't fit together. Liza thinks she's got the whole story. I'm telling you right now, she doesn't.
So was he lying when he identified you, or was he lying when he said he lied?
I don't know. I'm going to figure that out. That's what I'm going to find out.
Ryan, this is really a long shot. You realize that?
That's all we got. I promise you this is not over.
You think he's chasing a dead end?
I think I better find another way to establish reasonable doubt.
I've got one. Put me on the stand. I got myself into this. It's time I get myself out.